I'd like to continue from where the last caller stopped. The so-called people that said they have structure, at the end of the day, the PDP is their own. They openly have to come out to congratulate, to give thanks to somebody which I don't want to mention, for the role he played for them being able to win the presidential vote in Rivers State, and that they were going to reciprocate. Is that not laughable? If the structure is there, why do somebody have to come and help them achieve their project? We are only looking up to God, like the last caller said. God in heaven will. My own pregnant wife also came out. I had to go and look for stool for her to sit down. So many pregnant women. And I'm sure this God who is in heaven will hear us and see our cry and pain and give us our heart desire. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Good to hear from you as well. And to all the pregnant women who went out on election day, you guys are heroes as well. Everybody who went out on election day, you know. I mean, those children, those unborn children, or maybe some of them have been given birth to now since the elections, they deserve a bright future. They do. They deserve a future to live in an environment where there's power, where they feel safe, where they can access quality education and health care, you know. Where the best amongst them are the ones who are leading their affairs and not the worst amongst them. No. They deserve a chance to compete favorably with their peers throughout the entire world. They deserve an opportunity. And one way to do that, the only way, by the way, to do that is to have good governance, to have good government. And the only way to do that is for people, for you, to be a part of the process, you know, to be a part of the process. It's a good thing that you did. It's a good thing you were a part of the process. Via Facebook, BBA Fireman goes, "Hi, Dayo, welcome back. Really miss your rants. However, I'm watching from the nation's capital, Abuja. While you were away, there's a claim to a new leadership of APC in Rivers State. There was a building at Cut Fire in Port Harcourt Town. Old notes still rejected in Port Harcourt and more." Fireman, thank you very much. Anthony Atta goes, "Good afternoon, Dayo. Welcome back. When you were away, Rivers State election was suspended indefinitely again while other states were still collated. At the end of the day, we saw magic results. Welcome." Really? There was a suspension? What's that? Ferdinand Water goes, "Did you hear of the man that raised alarm of threat to his wife's life for refusing to compromise the Falga election? I think you need to bring that man to your studio for him to tell us more. Who knows how many of them have compromised the last elections?" Well, we'll look into that. I'm sure there are many. There might be a couple of those, but we'll look into it. Via Twitter at Wegbo Fedigos. Yep, Dayo is back. Welcome back, Dayo. A man with some common analytical skills and commentary. Thank you, Felix. At LUR 2014 goes, "INEC did us shege." That's what he missed. At James Mena Barry goes, "Welcome back, Dayo. While you were away, Rivers State suddenly became an APC state. Obiakpo giving the enabling vote to for BAT to win." Hello, you're welcome.
Hello, Dayo.
Hi there.
Amy from Port Harcourt. You're highly welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're sounding excited. But we are sad. We are sad, actually. I am sad in particular.
Pray tell, why are you sad?
For the first time, I didn't know what heartbreak is like until after the election. Because of you and some other persons, I was personally motivated to go for voting, and I convinced my wife and my household, because I have some personal people they are staying with me. We took from Eneka to Rumudara for casting of our vote, because we were staying there before we moved inside Eneka. Lo and behold, after the casting of vote, everything went smoothly, and Right in front of our eyes, people came and took away the whole ballot box. So chased us out. Because we insisted that we'll stay to the end that they will count everything. The first group that came, we tried to repel them. They came back with cutlass. We have to take to our heels. I was heartbroken.
Wow.
But all the same, it won't determine us to come out this Saturday because, as you rightly said, not because there's unemployment, I will not send my children to school to study. So I will still try again and once again until we get it right. Because the power belongs to us, because you can't leave it to them.
Absolutely.
And I still encourage every other person to do the same. Thank you, Dayo. You're highly welcome. And we needed you in this particular point of time to talk to us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Really, and it's somewhat good to be back, really, you know. And but he's absolutely right. And you have to ask yourself the question: why do they go? The person's responsible for this. The person's responsible for snatching the ballot boxes and causing mayhem. Why? What's the reason? What's the reason? Let the people choose. What is wrong with letting the people decide for themselves? And if anything at all that transpired should only motivate you to want to be even more a part of the process, especially if you were not a part of it. All of these stories you're hearing, maybe some of them are true, maybe some of them are not, but it should spur you to want to be a part of the process even more, or at all if you were not a part of it. Because the only interpretation, as to why they're doing that, it's because they're scared. They do not trust the people responsible for that. They do not trust that they are popular with the people. They don't. Maybe in some cases they even know that they are not. And that's why they cannot leave it to the people to decide, or they feel they cannot leave it to the people to decide. And so, as such, they're convinced that they have to cause mayhem. They have to create some anarchy, you know. Anyways, still got some time to go. Top of the hour at 4 p.m. We've got business news coming up. These discussions will continue after that. I've still got tons of messages over here. I'll get to them shortly. Hard Factor, you're welcome. Please go on.
Good afternoon, Dayo.
Hi, go ahead.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm Daniel. by name. You missed one thing. You missed was the Arsenal match.
The Arsenal match.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What? How do you know? How do you know I missed the Arsenal match?
I would love you to play the Arsenal moment for us.
Oh, the Arsenal moment. Can you remind me, please, why we might need the Arsenal moment right now?
Oh, because we did well last week.
Oh.
In the weekend, we did well. Arsenal really did well against Bournemouth. It was surprising. It was stunning.
What exactly happened?
Okay, we won the match 3-2. We were 2 goals down, and we came back.
You mean,
it was a great comeback.
You mean Arsenal was 2 goals down and we came back to win the game 3-2?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
OMG.
We did well.
Wow.
Please, we need the Arsenal moment. The Blues are waiting for the Arsenal moment. The Red Devils are waiting for the Arsenal moment. In fact, everyone wants the Arsenal moment. Metafied red and blue wants the Arsenal moment.
The people are demanding for an Arsenal moment.
The people are demanding for it. Everyone is demanding for the Arsenal moment.
Yeah.
Because we did well. We did absolutely well.
Absolutely. And the people will get what the people want.
Yes, thank you very much, Dayo. Thank you.
Very well. Unlike Honorable and Excellency, who is on ground, who has structure. And in spite of all the ungroundedness and structure, will ensure the people don't get what they want. We don't do that here. What we do is, let me tell you what we do. We give the people what the people want. And if the people are asking for an Arsenal moment, heck, come on. I mean, what am I to do? What am I to do? There's only one thing to be done, really, and that is, to give the people what the people want. So the people will get it at some point in the conversation. The Arsenal moment will come up. To stick around for that. Let's see. Like I mentioned, I got tons of other messages over here, so let's catch up with some of them right now. Welcome back, Dayo. Welcome back. Hope you're doing great. From Daniel Oscar. Yes, I am. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Dayo. Elisha Akin, welcome back from your well-deserved break. Thank you. When you were away, one team in the EPL lost by 7-0 to my amazement on Sunday, March 5th. Second, the hired mighty Nigerian politicians were served breakfast, last, yesterday by protesting on the street of Abuja, marching to INEC office. Before night, protest is meant for common Nigerians. The narrative is beginning to change. That's from Bernard. Thank you, Bernard. You're welcome, Dayo. Missed you a great deal. Thank you very much. Good to be back. All right. Yeah, Dayo is back. Now I can join in. Thank you. A man with some common analytical skills and commentary. That's from Felix. Thank you, Felix. Dayo, good afternoon. Welcome back. Very pleased to hear your voice and missed you. Welcome once again. That's Micah Ngozi. Thank you, Ngozi. Dayo, welcome back from London. When you were away, PVC did not count in the election. Arsenal are on fire. Well, I'm sure the PVC is counted in many respects. All right. Good afternoon, Dayo. Hope you brought some goodies back home. Good to have you back. That's from Sam. Thank you, Sam. Dayo, you're highly welcome. All the same, you ran for fear of His Excellency's attack during the last election. I missed it. That's from Dennis. No, I didn't run, actually. Didn't run from anyone. I wouldn't run from anyone, really. I'd say. Dayo, welcome. Particularly missed you. Good to have you here again. Let's see. Good to have you back, Dayo. Please ask the moment in honor of the scintillating performance of the Gunners. We'll look into that. Good afternoon, Dayo. Welcome back. Do you know there's so much talked about Vivas has failed Nigerians? We are so disappointed. That's a Melford. Well, there may have been some hiccups and challenges here and there. We can't say it was an entire or absolute failure. No, we're a work in progress, and we will get there. We definitely will get there, really. Dayo, welcome. Arsenal performed wonders last weekend. INEC scammed us again and told us to go to court. Just to let you know, now we do illegality and we meet in court. You're welcome to Nigeria. That's Sonny. All right, Sonny. Dayo, so good to hear your voice. You're welcome. You persuaded us to vote that our votes count, but we turned out unmasked only to get slapped by INEC and its accomplices. I am heartbroken. The votes actually count. They do count. The only reason Honorable or Excellency will snatch ballot boxes and try to bribe people is because they know that your votes count. If the votes are counted, if they allow the votes to be counted properly, the votes count. Everybody knows this. So sometimes they put, things in place to ensure that the votes will not be counted. But the votes do count. As a matter of fact, they do count. Very much so. And once again, if anything at all, what transpired recently should do is to spur you into even more action. That's what it should do. That's what it should do. All right. Got a commercial break coming up shortly, do I? Okay, when I return from that, we'll have the Arsenal moment. Let's see. Dayo, you're welcome. Really missed your objective analysis over this electionary period. While you were away, we voted, but we don't understand what happened to our votes. Dayo, welcome back. While you were away, Beavers was hired for accreditation and fired during collation of results. I'm sure that lots of persons, lots of litigations will arise as a result of the elections. And that's why I said at the start of the show today, the last may not have been heard as far as the presidential and National Assembly elections are concerned. And not just analysis of what transpired, but also even as far as winners and losers are concerned. There could be some changes. People are going to go to court. And like I said to some persons recently, don't write out Beavers yet. Just don't. The same way some persons, when Arsenal was 2 goals down in the last game, must have written Arsenal off and say, yes, it has started. Someone like Tekman Drell, for example, must have been grinning from ear to ear, delighted at what was going on, not knowing that a miracle was on the way, not knowing that Arsenal were about to perform wonders. Not knowing. So, because a lot of the matters that are going to go to court or that are already in court, will rely on beavers as evidence. It's not unlikely, or even highly likely, that some of the election results will be overturned. I don't know which ones entirely, and I don't know which ones exactly, but it's not impossible that some of them will be reversed or overturned. That it's happened in the past, so it could very well happen again. And a lot of these persons who have gone to court will rely on information from beavers in a bid to prove their case. So once again, don't write off beavers yet. Because while you're saying, what has beavers done for us? Beavers could very well rise again. Beavers could come to the rescue at some point when you think it's over. It's finished. And Arsenal was 2 goals down. A comeback. Beavers can launch a comeback. Change the narrative. So, don't write off beavers just yet. Don't. Not just yet. Just give beavers the what's the expression I'm looking for right now? The benefit of doubt. Just give beavers that. A commercial break. I'll return shortly. Conversation will continue. As you keep updating me on what I've missed while I was away, please stay with us.
For more talk, news and sport,